damn day, son!
Hello, this is Brian Panebianco, and this is Heckride. Yerp.
I mean, like, if you look at all that footage, it looks just like the contest where Vinny Pani ollies a gap and like, jumps off into the crowd. And everyone was there, like, Joey O'Brien was trying front heel, Julian Heller was trying the front big spin, like, sticking it, and, like, I think he broke his board, like, right in half. People were dying, like, just flinging any trick, like, landing on their head and shit. It was crazy. But Ishod and Antonio came really close to their tricks. Ishod was trying the impossible. He stuck a bunch, and then I think he broke his board, so he stopped. I think he tries it again where it's a little darker. Yeah, it was like 14 degrees. And then Antonio, like, tried switch trade for hours. Like, he basically did it, but he only rode for like 9 feet and fell off. He actually stayed over my house, and we tried to go the next morning, but we like instantly got kicked out. And this guy like ripped up the sign and like, said he worked for the city and worked for the park and shit. And that was basically it. I think he went home after that. Oh yeah, Shamus Ollie North from Philly and held it down. The only one to land something new. No one ever Ollie North it before.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Philly right there! That's a Philly ball right there! Yeah, son!
The visitor center, it's on the corner of Love, like that blue rail that like KT front blunts and shit. On the side is a bumped bar, and it was like always an idea that just someone should try to ollie it. And he was going for it, but that wall at the bottom and shit kind of made it hard because you got to gap over the corner and clear that. And you're throwing down up the ramp. Like, it didn't really make any sense. And it wasn't a small rail. Yeah, but damn, he almost did it. It's just like, I think he just ran out of energy, and then we also just ran out of time. When they started tearing apart the whole park, like, Zach really thrived at that place. Just, like, setting up anything, and he would just do it. Even, like, the ollie at the very end, like, they dug up the whole park, and there was this bank, like, under the whole shit. Like, basically the roof of the parking garage. And we went in there and, like, swept it up, and it was, like, it was barely skatable, and he just ollied into that shit. Like, fell into the dirt. It was crazy. It was barely concrete, like, on the flat. Like, it was like dirt. The bank was made out of, like, cobblestone from, like, who knows when. Yeah, because we were going in there so much that the workers actually flipped all those blocks and tried to mess up the levels. And it made it kind of, like, sick, like a sick little obstacle course. And, like, Zach ollies, and then he ollies all those gaps and ollies into, like, the little skinny piece of tile. Because they would watch us skate it, and that's where we would start to, like, go up the levels. So they would pull out random pieces. I guess they pulled out a piece from right there. And then we just, like, rub bricked it and, like, cleaned up the ground and started grinding, like, out of the fountain. So that line looks, like, so sick. All that stuff, like, with the park just half torn apart is, like, my favorite footage, and it made that video so special. Well, we didn't really know how strict it was because the fence had just gone up. This might have been the day after the fence went up. So we had the idea, like, jump the fence, ollie the gap. It might have been my idea, but I was like, dude, it'd be crazy if you jumped the fence and just, like, ollie the gap or something. I think the first try, first try I didn't land, but I don't think I was, like, anywhere near him when he, like, threw down and was going way faster than I thought. So then the second one he landed the second one I think I, like, could barely keep up to him, and I was kind of shook at the end, and then the third time he nailed it. Like, the ollie was perfect, and I figured out where to run and step on the board and shit. The ground was, like, so bad at the end, too, like, you can see, like, rides over the smallest little piece of Bondo. That's why we had a sign for, like, everything else. The whole place was falling apart. Yeah, at the end they weren't taking care of that place. They were letting it go to shit. At the premiere, like, when he jumps the fence and like starts pushing out the gap, it was like, it shit gave me chills. And I was like, when like people like reacted to that, I was like, okay, we did all right. I'm telling you, at that time, no one was sponsored. Like, it was like impossible, I feel like, except for like Mark, who came from California, and Ishod, who was like super in the mix with all the companies. Like, us just skating Love Park in the freezing cold, like, I don't know, no one gave a shit until like maybe a couple years later when it was like kind of too late. But yeah, Dylan was like the main guy. He like, to me, he was like the face of that video. Everything he like, just the way he skated and like all the shit he did and the spots he skated, like really represented the whole fucking scene, you know? Sourbeer's switch pop shove over the bumper can. We tried it one night. He didn't land it. The next night we showed up to try it, and half the run up was gone. It's like thrown down on the tiles, and he landed that. I think he went to work like a half hour later. By that time, it was like 5 in the morning or something. He's an iron worker now for the union. He's an early riser in work at like 3 in the morning or whatever, out by like 2 p.m. or whatever. It's crazy, yeah. He pops out like before it started getting dark really early. He was skating like every day, and then once it got cold and dark early, he kind of just like can't fit it into his day. But, you know, it's getting dark later, like, and warmer soon, so hopefully he's back out. Yeah, dude, he's still got it. It's crazy.
Oh! Yeah, Sour! Fuck yeah!
Chilling.
This is the man right here. He gets it done. You just see that? He skated off the bridge and grabbed the carriage to push the baby. This is the one. Philly coming to you live. July 11th. Don't get it twisted. He be back.
It's September.
I said July 11th.
Yerp.